Dinosaurs. Y'all know what it is, man. Facts. Prehistoric, man. We come from before. Awaken the God Within. Book link is in the description of most of the live videos, but YouTube keep, you know what I mean, having issues with the live, so, you know, had to do me a little something different, you know what I mean? Well, I just came back and turned the live on. Was enjoying the last live. Somebody called, I answered it, knocked the live out, couldn't get it to get right. Shout out to YouTube. So I just started a new live. So everybody probably still on the last live, but you know, if you make it back to the new live, y'all put some love on the live for me. You know what I'm saying? We outside, and that's how we rocking, man. Right now, we doing what we gotta do. Okay, I see what it is then. Yeah, but nah, we having a great time. So yeah, where everybody at? What up, though? Everybody, you feel me? Like, we back, you know what I'm saying? The children of God outside. All of the haters want to hide. All of the sons of God back outside. All the haters want to hide. But where them haters at? Yeah, they can hear me now talking about some, yeah, KO, where your voice at? But I was, I got to put my thumbs into it like they be doing. Where they at, though? Where y'all at now? Yeah. Shout out to the Sons of God in the building. I was wondering why you wear boxing stuff. I think it's cool and unique. I'm sure that you can use your own personal source of intelligence to answer that question for sure. I think you got it. I think you know exactly why I wear boxing stuff. I think you got it. I think you. What you mean? I just wanna. Oh, bro. Oh, bro. Well, I was gonna try to get back up into that chat on the phone, but I can't get to do it over here. But yeah, we are all fighters for sure. God's warriors, and yeah, it's G Love for me. God's love is G Love, GLOVE, gloves up, guns down. The reason why I have on boxing related clothing articles is because this is a boxing related channel. This is a boxing related message because punching is what men need in their life to become, you know what I'm saying, regulated as a central nervous system. So, you know, I'm out here for the boys becoming men through physical activity, martial arts, to become disciplined within the body so that they can be disciplined in their expression of self, so that they can overcome the temptations that tempt their emotional complex. And, you know, it's the energy and motion that we have to have emotional intelligence to be the conductor. So we conduct God's electricity through the central nervous system. So as conductors, electromagnetic pulsations, man, we get to control reality in a way that reality reacts to our field, to our electromagnetic field, through our central nervous system. Facts. So yeah, it's love, and it's gonna always be love. We're gonna run it up. Facts. Man, shout out to all the gods. Shout out to all the goddesses in the building. Shout out to all of the angels that change the angle of the perception we use to realize who we are on our journey of self-realization, on our journey of metacognitive transcendence. Man, we astro projected our consciousness beyond the five physical sense human comprehension level, and we broke through the sixth sense, the extrasensory perception, and from 6 to 7 we going into the Sabbath, into the holy day, into the rest, the restoration of the soul. So shout out to everybody on the journey. Shout out to everybody that understands 6-7, and definitely 2026 is the 7th year, the fire horse. So shout out to the new year. that is coming to set us all free. And shout out to all of the souls that's already ready. Shout out to the souls that came to make sure that we had hit critical mass, Christ mass. Shout out to the souls that came down the glow to make sure that we reached the Christ mass consciousness, facts, Christ consciousness for the masses. I mean, shoot, basically just saw sevens. Man, the sixes got to go to seven. We beyond the sixth sense now. We moving beyond the sixth chakra to the seventh chakra. If you remember when Aang had to line up his chakras, clear his pathways, we on that same detox journey, that spiritual plague, the spiritual detox. So yeah, we moving from the 6th day to the 7th day, from the 6th year to the 7th year, from the 6th sense to the 7th sense. Facts. Somebody says your platform should be monetized by now, right? My platform is monetized if I upload long format videos. The live is not monetized because the live is not built for ads, and it's the ad revenue that's the monetization. So you monetize through ad revenue. If I put the type of content on here that allows the ad to you know, bring the revenue in, then I could get the revenue, yeah. Somebody said, why did you write a book? I wrote a book to remind myself of who I am and where I was. I wrote a book as a passport to remind myself of who I am, even though I found myself forgetting. I wrote a book as a reminder. Somebody said, why not just read the Bible, the one true book? What you mean, just? I am alive. I'm experiencing life. Said the enemy wants us to forget who we are. I mean, that's a part of the game. Amnesia is a part of the game that allows you to play the game. Without amnesia, there's no game to play. I am God playing the game of life with amnesia. Only God could enjoy amnesia. Somebody said God doesn't need reminders. He's all-knowing. God does need reminders in the flesh. God needs reminders in the flesh. God in the flesh needs reminders because of what the flesh does. That's why the Bible exists. God wrote the Bible to remind himself of who he is. The Bible is a note to self. The Bible is a note to self in the game, so that when God comes into the game of amnesia, God gave himself a reminder. It's the remembrance, the Passover. God subjected himself to amnesia in the flesh. Yes, I am God in the flesh. That's just the only thing that exists. Somebody said, I heard you got your ass spanked. You can't fight, OG? Nah, that just means you a bitch, because only bitch-ass niggas hang around other bitch-ass niggas, and you would have only heard hate from a hater. Not gonna lie to you. You only can hear hate from a hater, and if you the type of nigga that hang around haters, show me who your friends are, and I'll show you who you are. This is what it is. So the angels are God also. God is consciousness. Angels are the angles that consciousness uses to become aware of its self-expression. Somebody said, you are speaking hate. I'm not speaking hate because there's nobody to hate on. You don't even actually exist. I don't know you personally. It's not personal. I don't hate anybody or anything because I don't know you. I don't know y'all, and I don't care. Can't care about something I don't know, my boy. Somebody says, how do you guys have three gods in one religion? There's only one God. Yeah, it's not that the truth needs explanation. It's just that the haters hate it. And we just communicating. We not explaining anything. We just are expressing ourselves with like minds. Either they can understand or they don't understand. That's between them and their perception of reality, their lived reality. We don't live their life. They live their life. We live our life. Somebody said, imagine thinking your hair looks good. Imagine thinking that I'm concerned about what other people's genitals feel about my appearance. I'm not concerned. Somebody said, you want to be God so bad. I don't want to be God. I am God. And wanting to be God is the only true desire that anyone would ever have. Why would you want to not be God? All right, who wants to not be the thing they actually are? Yeah, but we definitely gonna continue to give God the glory. We're gonna imitate God. That's Ephesians 5:1. We're gonna do everything in our power to be who God is in the flesh. That's Jesus Christ, God in the flesh. That's correct. Yeah, you are supposed to want to be Christ. You are supposed to want to be God. I don't know why this guy thinks being God is a bad thing. Somebody said, didn't Satan want to be God? No, Satan wanted to be better than God. Satan did not want to be God. Satan wanted to beat God. Satan wanted to overthrow God, to overcome God. Satan wanted to be better than God. Satan wanted to beat God, not to be God, bro. God, Jesus Christ called himself God. Jesus Christ called us all God. Facts. Shout out to Yes, God is all for that Ephesians 5:1. It's too easy. Yeah, being God is not a bad thing. Being God is the only thing. You might as well be God. That's Philippians chapter 2, verse 6. Philippians chapter 2, verse 6. Somebody says, brother, how long do you think your hair is? I don't care. Yeah, Philippians chapter 2, verse 6. I have to say, you quote the Bible really well. Facts. I appreciate that. That's love. The haters would never admit that. Haters hate God. John 15:18. That's why they would never admit that. Somebody said, question, what is God's name? God's name is I am. Exodus 3:14. I am that I am. I am is the name of God, and how God shall be known for all generations. Exodus 3:14. Read the verses. Fact, shout out to Yes, God is all, said Philippians 2:6. Although he was in the form of God and equal with God, he did not take advantage of this equality, because there is no advantage in equality. It's equal. Everybody has the exact same advantage and disadvantages, all right? So there is no advantage in being God. You just are that which you are. It doesn't help you or hurt you. You still got to use your free will. Deuteronomy 30:19, regardless. Lucifer did not want to elevate himself to God's position. He wanted to be better than God. We are already equal with God. Being equal with God is not good enough for the devil. I appreciate that love. Christ follow said, your knowledge in the word is absolutely impressive. I appreciate you. That's love. I say he wanted to overthrow God. That's facts. The devil wanted to overthrow God, and that's not even possible. That's retarded. Somebody said, what does the devil want? The devil truly doesn't have any wants, because the devil doesn't truly exist. The devil is just a part of the game God created to play. All right, that's all. The devil is just an archetype in the game so that God could play the game. What the? Peace to the God. KO, what up, though, man? Peace to the gods for sure, man. ABC's of God. A God, B God, so they can see God. You feel me? Somebody said, how does God overcome the devil? God is over the devil all the time. He does not overcome the devil. God was never beneath the devil to overcome it. What do you mean? The devil does not actually exist. Isaiah 45:7. The devil is a figment of man's imagination. The devil doesn't actually exist. The devil is an illusion. Only God is real. Facts. Oh, you on it too.
I remember a word that you said that came off of K-pop peanut.
What's that?
Illusion.
Oh, they said that on there? Dang, they teaching y'all some words. That's good. You need them words. Words is how you communicate.
Why are you here?
Man, shout out to Red Light 428 said, every time you quote a scripture and I check it, it's always on point. Impressive accuracy of scriptures. I appreciate you. That's love. Somebody said, please cite your source. I already did. Isaiah 45:7. I make light and create darkness. I make blessings and create disasters. I, the Lord, do all these things. There is no devil. All right. It's what is that? Second, is it Kings 18:22? First Kings 18:22. It might be First Kings 18:22. Somebody said, how does God defeat the devil? The devil is already defeated. The devil doesn't actually exist. That's how. The truth is, the devil is a lie. Somebody said, is God evil? God is all things that exist, which ultimately is neutral. So no.
I'm a cat kitten. I like a story. Catcher. Okay. 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 He got bleed under the chin and a lot of them.
Dang.
And baby ones.
Well, be careful they don't get on you.
Get off of me. The ant bit me. Look, Daddy, my finger got better.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's good. We're gonna keep putting it on there though.
I made a new bed because Brianna has a new one. Tell me what's going on. What? You mean I died?
Isaiah 14:12-15. Facts. Isaiah 12. Facts. Isaiah 14:12. My bad, y'all. Isaiah 14:12-15. Isaiah 14:12. You got that? That Isaiah 14:12 was for who that was for? Bradley Kerr. The answer to your question, Bradley Kerr, was Isaiah 14:12. Isaiah 14:12-15. Shout out to Yes, God is all for the Isaiah 14:12. It's Isaiah 14:12-15. Let me get exactly which one it was. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. That's Isaiah 14:12-15. Facts. Somebody said, what is the devil? Can we study the devil? The devil is your carnal mind. Yeah, red light. Red light. It's Isaiah 14:12-15. The devil is just the mind of separation, the carnal mind, the mind that does not remember it is God. Yeah, appreciate that love, red light. You got it. Yeah, it's Isaiah 14:12-15.
Simba showed me where Stormy is. And now I got Stormy. Say hi to the friend, Stormy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. It's all love.
You can't even see her. You said hi to the grandma.
Nah, I appreciate that love. Nah, I'm going to be me all life long. That's over with. Big GLD. So, yeah, Isaiah 14:12-15. It just proves that the devil wanted to be bigger than God, better than God. The devil wanted to overthrow God. It's not that the devil wanted to be equal with God or be God with God. The devil wanted to be better than God, to overthrow God, and that's the difference. So, yeah, we are God. We're not better than God. We're not trying to overthrow God. We're not, no, it's just God is God. God is good. We are good for goodness sake. That's all. He said, please read again. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. That is the problem that the devil had in his relationship with God. That's all. It's Isaiah 14:12-15. Nothing is special about the devil. The devil is not stronger than prophets. I don't know where you're getting that from. God is within man. God is within man. God is the creator. God is the consciousness that expresses itself through man. So who was he before man? Who he still is. God is always eternal, It's infinite. It don't change. God is pure consciousness. God is expressing himself as man. Yes, God uses man to express himself. Man is God's self-expression. I said, why is it consciousness and not matter? Because matter doesn't matter. Consciousness matters. Consciousness moves in wave form. Consciousness moves in wave form. Goofy. The wave is a form of conscious moving. And that Luke 17:21 hit dice for sure. It says, why does matter not matter? Because matter is inanimate. Because only consciousness can become aware. Oh, that's amazing. I'm glad it's working. Yeah, but it didn't hurt, did it? Oh, man, it's getting better. Somebody says, why do you say that consciousness exists? Because we are self-aware. We are aware of ourselves as consciousness. That's metacognitive. It's called metacognition. It's metacognitive. We are aware. That's how we know. Matter and consciousness goes hand in hand. It's just consciousness and matter. Consciousness creates matter. Matter does not create consciousness. Consciousness is the creator. Matter is the creation. I don't need a day job. I'm not a slave to a day job. I'm free. Stay in Norway. What happened to my hair is Numbers chapter 6, verse 5. You can look it up in the scripture. Numbers chapter 6, verse 5.
I carry somebody here on the floor.
Well, don't do that no more. Leave him alone. Why not vice versa what? Why not vice versa what? Yeah, the woolly hair, wool hair and bronze skin. Facts. I'm the Lamb of God. Islam. Facts. I am the Lamb. That's correct, man. Y'all put some love on the live. Y'all subscribe, bro. I appreciate you. The hairstyle is Numbers chapter 6, verse 5 in the Bible. It's a Nazarite vow. It's a Nazarite ritual. You feel me? Archangel KO. What up, though? Quantum alignment. We outside, man. We in the building. You know what it is. God's children outside shining bright. Somebody got to be the light. 2026. It's that year. Y'all know what it is. 6-7. We crossed over from the 6th sense to the 7th sense. From I see dead people to living in the kingdom of God. Facts. The 7th chakra is the king chakra, is the crown chakra, man. Welcome to the kingdom. If you are one who chose to cross over to the 7th. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all still in the land of the dead, the 6th sense. I see dead people. We already activated the PZO electric crystal. We activated the crystal central nervous system. Facts, the crystal nervous system. I think it's the central nervous system. It's the crystal nervous system. Facts, man. Shout out to those who have ears they can hear. because the lost souls think I'm rambling because they don't have the ability to discern this level of cognitive development, this metacognitive. Yeah, the message sounds inaudible to those who still engaged in stinking thinking with their head up their ass, using their mind below their spine, not the mind above the spine. Facts, they still in their root chakra. Though we are rooted, we have risen. Facts. We all will start seeds planted into the root chakra. But some of us got out of seed form and became trees, fruit-bearing trees. Appreciate that love, Knock. You feel me? Like, y'all subscribe, put some love on the live, man. Run us up. Somebody says, what is your vow time for your hair lifetime? Is Numbers chapter 6, verse 5, my guy. Numbers chapter 6, verse 5. Numbers. Somebody says, why do you say that consciousness exists without a man? Because consciousness exists and created man. So before consciousness created man, consciousness exists without man, which is why consciousness created man, so that consciousness could express itself through man. But before man existed, consciousness existed without man and then decided to create man. Just right order. It's just the right order. I said, some of us just got here and think you're rambling because we don't know what you're talking about. Well, then you should be intelligent enough to either discern what I'm talking about or I simply ask. But if you make the type of assertion that makes it seem like you assume that I'm speaking uselessly, then that's the type of interaction or the dynamic that you created. So you need to understand that if you don't understand what I'm saying, it's as simple as engaging me in conversation, my guy. Somebody said, what is conscious? Your ability to be aware. What up, though, Ellie? Yes, the universe is conscious. Consciousness is universal. That's why, yes. But it says, what version of the Bible do you read? All of them. Yeah, get close to God by reading the word of God and getting in tune with God's word. It's documented. No, I am not a Hebrew Israelite. I am not the member of any group of people, bro. I'm not a group of people. I don't care about groups of people, man. Shout out to all individual, mano y mano, man. I love you all individually. I ain't worried about no groups. I said, so are you saying thought exists before physical manifestation? That's the proper order. We all know that. I says, what you think happens after death? Life. Life happens after death. Life goes on. Get closer to God through exercise and meditation and reading the word. Somebody said, what is the word of God? The truth is, the Bible, the Torah, and the Quran are all the part of the Holy Trinity. All three of those religions are of the same religion. Abraham. They all are part of the same God. Life happened before death. Life happens after death. Life goes on. How is the Quran holy? Because it's a part of the Holy Trinity. Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Holy Trinity. Yes, life goes on. You watch things die every day because you're alive. After those things die, life goes on. Somebody says, do you not have a job? Food stamps must be good and your parents must be taking care of you. What a shame. You think it's a shame for a child to be taken care of by his parents? That's sad. It's called family. Obviously, you don't have one. You're a bastard because your mama was for the streets. You don't know what it's like to be a part of a healthy family. You think it's sad to be a part of a healthy family. What's sad is that you think it's normal to be a part of a broken home. Broken homes are sad. That's all. That's facts. Free mode. I said my boy self-made. That's God. God made himself. They like, how can you say that you made yourself if you are God? Nah, nigga, yeah, God is self-made. That's why. Self-made millionaires. You feel me? Shout out to my boy Free Mode, the savage. They don't know what it means to be self-made because they victims. They lame. They wait on somebody else to make them for them. They want to blame somebody else for why they have and why they don't have. A lot of them trying to blame whatever their superstitions is. The white man, the Grinch, the devil. I don't know. This nigga's weird. Somebody says the Quran is a different gospel, but the Quran is a part of the same religion. Answers be in their face for sure. It's like finding Waldo, like hidden in plain sight, like God right here giving you the signs, but they ignore the red signs. They ignore the red flags. Signs right in their face, but they argue with the signs. They arguing with the stop sign because they want it to be their way. They don't want to accept the way that it is. They want to test it. Curiosity killed the cat. They trying to figure out how to bring it back. They gonna figure it out though. They want to argue with the truth. That's why they reject the truth, because they arguing with the truth. He said, we perish from a lack of truth. Somebody says, how are you self-made when we all came out of our daddy's sack? Nope, I'm an immaculate conception. I come directly from God himself, the Most High. All right, we come through, but we don't come from. All right, I come through man. I don't come from man. I use the human body as a vessel to express myself. It's over with. Somebody said Judaism and Islam can't be from the same God. Yes, it's called the three Abrahamic faiths. It's the Abrahamic faith, family. Like, this is easy. This is all known. This is normal. This is understood, bro. All you gotta do is Google it, nigga. It's the Abrahamic faiths. All three of them. Somebody says they are two different. They not different at all. They all talking about the same God from different perspectives. Just Google it. Just look it up. Type it in. Abrahamic faiths. It says, but the Quran denies the previous scriptures. No, it does not deny the previous scriptures. What are you talking about? You are obviously not paying attention to the Quran at all. The Quran validates. How can it ignore previous? Boy, you tripping, bro. You don't understand what you talking about at all. All you gotta do is Google it, nigga. It's easy work. You steady trying to argue with what you can easily Google. They are all Abrahamic. That is the fact. Somebody says the Quran is the truth. The Quran is a part of the same truth that Christianity and Judaism is. Y'all arguing what is easily confirmed, bro. Somebody says in some places it confirms, in some places it denies. You cannot deny what you confirm, family. Once you confirm it, you already confirmed it. You can't deny it. Denying it confirms it too. How can you deny something that doesn't exist unless it exists for you to deny it? Or you're not making no sense, bro. The Quran is a part of the Abrahamic faith. There's nothing to argue about. It just is what it is. Somebody say he loves talking in circles. Life is the circle of life, all right? Life is the circle of infinity, eternity. Everything is going in circles. That's the way God designed it. That's facts, man. If y'all can understand this, put some love on the live, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. The Quran is a part of the entire Trinity, the Holy Trinity. All right? So it's the Quran, the Jews, the Christians, they all work together. All right? It's the Muslims, the Jews, and the Christians are all part of one religion, one God, one Abraham. Okay? It's the same God. It's the same Abraham. Facts, man. Y'all put some love on the live. Y'all subscribe. Run us up in the algorithm, man. We outside. It says one verse tells you to fight the Christians and the Jews. Another verse says they will be in paradise. That's facts. You got to fight everybody because everybody wrong. Everybody trying to get you to follow them, and you don't follow nobody but God within you. So you're going to have to fight the Jews. You're going to have to fight the Christians. You're going to have to fight everybody because everybody wrong. Faith in no man. Faith in God only. This is easy work. That's the best advice you can ever give anybody. Don't follow nobody else. Only follow God, God within you. Don't follow no man. Don't follow nothing that you see with your physical eyes. Your physical eyes are looking into a world of illusions. If you use your physical eyes, your parasites, your parasitic vision to follow illusions, you're going to be deluded. It's just common sense, bro. Do not lean on your worldly understandings. The world is made out of dust, from dust to dust. Come on, fam. It just is what it is. Somebody said Muslim is a false religion, bro. So is Judaism. Family, you are a false speaker. You are a retarded person. Nobody asked you for your retarded ass opinion. Shut your weak, weird ass up. Nobody asked you, nigga. Up in here trying to give somebody words of advice no one asked for, bro. You are irrelevant, seeking validation from strangers. Stop it. Somebody says, you spitting, bro. Look up Billy Carson and Thoth. It'll do you well. No, it will not do me well. The only thing that's going to do me well is God, and I already got God. I ain't looking up no Billy Carson or no Thoth. I don't care about none of that. I'm 100% him, in the flesh, in person. I'm me. I don't need to look up nobody else. I already got it. I got it. Nigga, Billy Carson need to look me up. Boy, Thoth need to look me up. Fuck, I need to look up them niggas. So what? Somebody says, you are not him, family. If you don't believe that you are him, you're going to suffer the reflection of your own projection. I project that I'm him, so my projection becomes my reflection. Your projection, you are not him, becomes your reflection. So suffer your own consequences, my boy. I am him, as per my own decree. It is what I say it is. Open sesame, abracadabra. I am who I am. I speak for myself, and you speak for yourself. So watch how you speak on yourself. I know who I am. I know I'm him. But you know you not. And that's the difference. I speak for myself, as each individual speaker does. But because you don't realize you speaking for yourself, you think that you can speak for me, and you only end up telling the universe how to treat you. It's over with. Somebody says, you are a regular person with flaws. God don't make mistakes. I'm not a regular person, and I don't have flaws. God don't make mistakes. That's over with. I am perfect because God is perfect. God's perfection is the reason why I am perfect. It's not my fault. I'm just perfect because God don't make mistakes. Somebody said that one friend, when you ask them why they don't get a job, because I'm rich and I don't need a job. You need a job because you a slave. So go work and go do what slaves do. But just because you need a job don't mean everybody else you see is in the same condition of life that you are in. I ain't on your level. I'm above it. I don't need what you need. I'm straight. Somebody say, because he living off his baby mama. If I'm living off my baby mama, I'm better off than you are, more intelligent than you are. Now I find another one too. We might as well make it a group. Facts, nigga. For you talking about big family on me. Shout out to Blessed Up and Joyful, man. I appreciate that in-chat donation, man. That's a humongous in-chat donation, man. $100 came through for the support of the mission, the movement, supporting the KO Gods, man, the co-creators. One family under God, man, the legion of God's armies, a legion of God's children, the sons of God, the gang stars, a gang of stars, a gang of God's sons, man. I appreciate that inspiration and that motivation. See, inspiration has expiration, but that expiration has respiration. And that's what we are here for, to keep each other re-inspired when our inspiration meets its expiration, so that we have a respiratory system. A lot of these people have poor respiratory systems, poor respiratory health, because they don't have nobody to help uplift themselves. Facts. So each one, reach one, we all uplift each other and keep that love pushing. Somebody says, begging for money, you a bum. First of all, we don't beg for anything. Money come, money go. And if people are moved, it's the Spirit of God that moved them, and we are also moved. So you give and you receive tenfold when you understand that giving is investing in the Spirit of God. So it's not begging for anything. It's being participatory, participating in the currency. Money moves. Money has to move in order to continue to grow. And so shout out to everybody that's brave enough to invest their money into the spirit that moves you in the faith and the trust in the way that God's universal laws work for us, man. Nah, it's a beautiful thing for somebody to be brave enough to, part ways with their finances when there's so many cowards afraid to let go of the money that they worship. See, when you worship God, you don't worship money. That's why you're not afraid to part with your money and allow your money to become an investment in the spirit, understanding that God is always working to your greatest good. And the reason you have to give in order to receive is because when you have a closed hands, you don't have space. So you have to give in order to receive, and God has something greater. Every time you give, God has something greater to return. You have to create space. So you have to let go so that you can create the space necessary for what God has for you as you continue to evolve, as you continue to adapt and update. Somebody say a prosperity preacher. I mean, prosperity is what we all deserve. Prosperity is a birthright. God gave us wealth. God gave us health and the free will to choose it for yourself. So shout out to God. Shout out to your free will. Shout out to your ability to choose heaven. Shout out to your ability to choose God. Shout out to your ability to choose eternal life. You understand me? You have the ability to choose, and all of the haters want to distract you from your ability to choose greatness. But greatness is your birthright because the choice is yours by birth. So choose. Somebody said God also gave you free will to get a job. God also gave me the free will to create jobs and to give jobs. So while I do have the free will ability to choose to be a worker, I also have the free will ability to choose to be a boss. The choice is mine. I can choose to be an employee or I can choose to be an employer. Either way it goes, I choose. God gave me free will. Shout out to my ability to be the king in the kingdom. I choose to be the king. Somebody said, is Muhammad a prophet of God? Yes, family, listen. Anybody that tells the truth is a prophet of God because God is the truth. And a teller of the truth is a messenger of the truth. A messenger of the truth is the Messiah. Somebody says you're unemployed, bro. All bosses are unemployed. All employers are unemployed. Yeah, I'm not an employee. I'm an employer. That's the difference. What you mean, self-righteousness? Self-righteousness is just something that is muddied by the ego. It's no problem in whatever the lingo is. It's the ego that's trying to create distraction and a disruption between your relationship with God. It's not self-righteousness that's a problem. It's self-righteousness when the ego is using self-righteousness. The ego trying to be self-righteous is incorrect. It's like the ego trying to be God is incorrect. You know what I'm saying? The ego trying to be right. Ego, anything. The ego has to be used as a tool, as a servant. The ego is not a master. It cannot be used as a master. Somebody said, how much to fight you, family? You can't buy my soul. I don't care about you. That's facts. It's within you. That's correct, DTB Lee. How or who the same? Jesus is already back. Y'all waiting on Jesus to come back. Eternity exists right now. Eternity is already here. Eternity is always already here. So I say, you know, I'll sleep you. That's why, family, I don't have an ego. I don't care if you were to sleep me or not. Even if you was to sleep me, I would get up and continue to live the rest of my life regardless. I don't understand what you talking about. I don't understand what you think you saying, family. I'm not interested in what you are interested in. Saying because you think you'll sleep me or because I can't fight does not bother me, does not move me. My nervous system is crystal, family. Says R box, you can't box, I'll fold you. Family, that's fine. Nothing you try to talk to my ego is gonna reach me because I'm not the ego. And as long as you try and talk to an ego, you stuck on the ego level, I'm not even here for you. I don't have a conversation for you. Your conversation is stuck with the ego. You wanna have an ego to ego conversation. And I just don't have that. You might say he just trying to get some clout off of you. He trying to get an ego stimulation off of me. He wants to be stimulated in his ego. But I don't care about the ego at all. It's a dry ass elementary conversation to have with a child. It's childish and it don't lead to nothing. It don't build up to nothing. It's a waste of conversation. A ego conversation is a waste of conversation. Somebody said, what's your belief, bro? My belief is self-accountability. Somebody said, just entertainment, right? And therapeutic purposes only, all right? Entertainment and therapy, all right? Therapy. Don't just say entertainment. It's also therapeutic, all right? It's psychotherapy for the psychopaths. Facts. Psychotherapy. Talk therapy. You trying to have an ego conversation with me not gonna happen. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's over with. It's 2026. We ain't having no ego conversations. That shit dead. Now all that ego shit for the past. Y'all niggas little puny humans. Y'all wanna have ego conversations. Y'all got that between each other. Somebody said, why did Muhammad deny Jesus' divinity? To let you know that you are Jesus, not an external version of self. It's not the external Jesus. It's the internal Jesus. It's you. That's why. Because it don't want you to worship somebody outside of yourself because it's not external worship. It's internal realization. Muhammad is telling you that it's internal realization, not external. Somebody says, so was Muhammad right or Jesus? They are both right. It's a holy trinity. It's the first person, second person, and third person point of view, bro. You just got to pay attention to it's not that anybody is wrong. It's just a different point of view. It's the same. It's just getting it right, getting your mind right. It's just getting your mind right. Somebody said Muhammad never said any of what you said. He just denied without any clarification. That's why I gave you the clarification. I got you, all right? The clarification exists within all three, added up as one. You got to be intelligent enough to use your discernment between all 3 points of view. I'm able to give you all 3 points of view as one reference, all right? The mother and the father are made one in the child. I am the child. I am the mixture of the mother and the father in one, the immaculate conception of wholeness. So, yeah. I explained it to you. Now you got it. Appreciate that love. Somebody says, what about child marriages? What are you asking me about child marriages, bro? Somebody said, was Jesus God? All he did is call him a prophet. God is everyone. God is expressing himself through everyone. Everyone that is allowing God to express himself is a prophet because God is the truth. All prophets are truth tellers. If you tell the truth, you are a prophet in the act of telling the truth. The act of telling the truth makes you a prophet. Somebody said Muhammad called Jesus a prophet, not God, because he is trying to get you to understand the dynamics of your relationship so that you understand that you are not to worship Jesus as an external version of self, but to understand the internal, all right? Externally, Jesus is a prophet, a reminder, a vessel of the truth. Internally, Jesus is you. You have to mitigate these points of view. You have to astral project your consciousness and go through these different points of view without losing your sense of self, all right? It is just a perspective for you to perceive self through a holy trinity. Somebody said, are you Muslim? I am the definition of the word Muslim. The word Muslim has a definition. Pay attention to definitions. Muhammad also said Jesus is the way. That is correct. A lot of people don't want to do the inner work because it's shadow work and they're afraid of the dark. A lot of people want to stay in the dark because they don't want people to know the truth of the things that they are ashamed of because they carrying this shame and carrying this guilt. They are afraid that God is going to judge them, so they running from God and all of God's children. That's the problem. That's the difference. The Democrats or the baby mamas trying to run from the Father, the God, don't want God to know they shame because they using their little vaginas as genitals, Gentiles out here stuck in Sodom and Gomorrah. Whole time they gonna have to be the human blood sacrifice and get their life right by giving their life to God. Galatians chapter 2 verse 20. You're gonna have to lay your life down, give your life to God. Yeah, the Houston, H-U-E, Houston, H-U-E, definitely the stone that can carry the light, the stone that embodies the light, the capstone. Well, I said, what happens if the power goes out? If you let your power go out, then you will be worshiping the world. If you worship that which exists outside of your perception, outside in your external perception, you will be worshiping what you see in the world. Somebody says, what did you do on Christmas? The same thing I do every day. Every day is Christmas for me. I am the Christ mass, consciousness. I am the Christmas tree, the central nervous system in the human body. Facts. I am Santa Claus, the spirit of God, the breath that we all breathe through the nostrils, which is the chimney. Facts. Your nostrils are the chimney breathing in the presence of God. God's presence is the right now, the Christ, the light. You are able to activate with the spirit, the oxygen that creates the illumination, the fire, the internal inferno that creates your temperature. All right. Facts. The eternal now. Correct. Somebody said, did bro just say he's Muslim but celebrate Christmas? If you're not able to keep up with the message, you're going to exist as a confused soul for the rest of your life. You just going to exist in eternal confusion. Yeah, Satan is the bringer of light. The light is God. So yeah, bring the light. Shout out to everything that God created. I say, what about the horrible treatment of women in Islam? You still stuck in the carnal world. We don't care about humans at all. Humans treat humans horribly. Stop being human and be the spirit. We are over the human. We are over the body. We over the flesh. We're not out here to engage in humanity with humans. We're not out here to try to have sex with humans, my boy. You only worried about how women are treated in Islam sexually because you shouldn't be giving in to your sexual urges. You're supposed to overcome your carnal mind and your genitals. As long as you think that genitals are okay to create heaven on earth, you wrong. That's facts. Yeah, they got to get out of here with this stinking thinking. They only trying to define the difference genitally. Y'all worried about a penis and a vagina. The difference between a penis and a vagina means nothing in the spirit. In the spirit, there is no physical difference. There is no physical separation. In the spirit, there is no physical difference for you to create conflict between. Somebody says, so are you Muslim or not? Family, I told you I am the definition of the word Muslim. You cannot confine me. You cannot constrict me. You cannot force me to be in a group or in a certain way of looking at things, family. If you don't know who or what I am, then stop talking to me. Move on. I'm not interested in you or your conversation. Not interested in you or your opinion. Not interested in your ability to discern or to know who I am. I am God. If you don't know that I am God, everything else is beneath me. Everything else is a waste of my conversation. It's over with. I say he just gonna keep asking that, bro. I know, because he don't want to accept what the truth is. But the truth is, what the truth is, eternally. It's an eternal truth. It doesn't become the truth. It already is the truth. Facts, man. It's love, man. If y'all can understand this vibration, if y'all can hold on to this frequency, man, y'all put some love on the live and subscribe. I know it's hard to hold on to your identity in this frequency because you want to identify as human. You want to identify as less than, inadequate. But guess what? We are beyond all inadequacies. We are beyond all sin. All right? We are with God. We with God again. So with. Somebody said there's a special place in hell for you. Yeah, it's called heaven. Facts. Luke 17:21. Heaven is within me. I have direct access to heaven, even when I'm in hell. It's a special place in hell for me. Luke 17:21. That's facts. Somebody said cult behavior. We don't matter if it's cult behavior or not. Press charges. If you have a problem with something that we doing, prosecute us to the full extent of the law. Other than that, we law-abiding citizens exercising our rights. If you too coward to exercise your rights, that between you and the law. We'll be here. Somebody said, explain your God. There is no your God. You breathe when you sleep. That's the same God that we all use to breathe when we sleep. Ain't no difference. It's the same. Somebody says not cult behavior, though. Well, if it is or if it ain't, tell them do something about it. Either way. That's facts. That's facts. Somebody said nappy and happy. Shit, 100% happy regardless. Man, that's love, Claudia. I appreciate you, man. Y'all put some love on the live, subscribe. Somebody said crack head. Yeah, we cracked the head to release the kraken. Facts. Yeah, we trying to get it cracking. We cracked the whip. What up, though, Slime? 5150. I say, what's the move, big bro? God is. The Spirit of God, the Holy Spirit is the move. Facts. No, we got to go through to be Goku. Facts. Somebody say, so it's all the same God. That's correct. There's only one God. That means same. Correct. That's facts. Basic instructions before leaving Earth is Bible. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. Bible. Facts. Y'all run it up. Man, God is real, man. I appreciate y'all, man. We definitely gonna keep on stepping in the name of God, which is I am. I am is the name of God, and I am God. That's it. They know what it is. Exodus 3:14. Somebody says, so the devil is God. I get your view. God is all things, my boy. It's not that the devil is God. It's that God is all things. Isaiah 45:7. I already told you that. Anyways, you slow. I am that I am. Facts. Exodus 3:14. Bless you, Dan the Glow, man. That's love. Appreciate you. Shout out to Danders. And we up. That's facts. Free will cannot be a code. Free will is just something you have to use as an individual by law. Somebody says, I understand, man. I just don't want to follow when God is evil, like when it's Yahweh or Allah. Family, if you a follower, you a bitch anyway. Fuck you. You trash. Get your trash ass out my live and out my conversation. We don't talk to followers, nigga. We leaders, nigga. Fuck out of here talking about I don't want to follow. Bitch, we don't want you in our thought pattern, in our field of consideration. You need to get out of here with that gay ass follower shit, nigga. Go follow some shit somewhere the fuck else, nigga. Facts. Fuck out of here. Weak ass, dick sucking, bitch ass niggas up in here talking about following niggas. I hate a following ass nigga. Somebody say, what Isaiah scripture did you say? Isaiah 45:7. Facts. Somebody says, you talk like you're not a man of God. That's because you a bitch like your mama is, a pass around in the streets, don't know what a father is. I talk like a father. You would know that if you had one. But you don't because your mama and baby mama pass around in the streets. It's not a game. Fuck out of here, nigga. God the Father don't play no game. Boy said, vengeance is mine. Boy, what are you talking about? Y'all still want to act like God is a wet piece of tissue paper or some shit. Nigga, no, it's not, bro. God is the Father. The Father don't play. You'll go to hell. Stupid ass boy. Somebody said, this dude got triggered. It doesn't matter if I got triggered or not. Only thing that's important is you knowing that I'm the gun, nigga. You triggering the gun. That's how you get shot. I definitely blasphemy. Matthew, what is John 10:33? I blasphemy for shit show. Goofy ass boy. Talking about I got triggered. More than getting triggered, I'm the gun. The smoking gun. Somebody says, as you on your way to hell. Bitch, I inhale and exhale all day, every day. 1 Corinthians 15:31. I die every day, not afraid of hell. I am God's son, the bravest one. The one that came to hell on purpose for the Father. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? You afraid of hell, you coward ass nigga. I ain't afraid of nothing. Fuck is you talking about? Hell ain't got shit on me, nigga. Don't give a fuck about hell, nigga. Somebody says, why are you so angry, brother? Relax. Because I am a warrior. Warriors do not relax. Warriors go to war. All right? You want to relax because you are the type of nigga that is a baby boy. You want to live off a bitch and play video games like that's your mama because you want to be your mama's child your life. I'm not, family. I am the father. You be the child. You be the baby boy. Me, I'm a warrior. Let the warriors go to war. You stay your ass at home on the couch like the little bitch that you are. Bitch boy. Fuck is wrong with these niggas? Try to tell a warrior don't go to war. Nigga, I'm gonna go to war on your motherfucking ass. Finna erase your shit. Finna reincarnate you. Send your ass back to heaven. Let you get another reset. Finna give a nigga a great reset. You gonna have a great reset, my boy. Somebody said, as you burn, I'll be with Jesus in heaven. Jesus is burning heaven, stupid ass boy. Jesus is the fire. So if you're gonna be with Jesus, you're gonna be in hell's fire. That's how idiotic you are. Heaven's gates are hell's fires. In order to be in heaven with Jesus, you gotta be in hell. You gotta be in that flame. That's a fact. They all on my diction because they don't have the predilection to make their own decisions. They trying to see how I made my incision surgical precision. Know how I do it the same way that I did it. I've been doing it biblically, scriptural. Niggas can see, but they don't want to look. Why I got them drugged. See how I got them shook. Shadow band, buddy, been banned all my life. Cause I've been the light, I've been the Christ. They ain't want me to learn how to say it right. Now I say it and they mad anyway. It's just the way they play it. I play it every day, cause life is a game. That's why I had to correct my aim. We not looking at these things the same. Y'all niggas looking at it without the F on top of the lame. F for lame, I'm the flame. Yeah, I gotta be the fire, cause God gave me the passion of the Christ as my own desire. I'm the higher, the highest, the highness. I'm as high gets. Why you entertaining the naysayers? Because that's the way you do when you are a naysayer slayer. Facts, nigga. That's the reason why I play the game. Don't get rearranged. You all deranged. Set it back up. That's the setup. Somebody said, box me on live. Are you down? No, I'm not interested in going on a date with none of y'all. You want me to box you on live so you can be exposed to an audience that's big as mine because I grew my audience and you don't want to put in the same time that I did. So no, go build your own audience. All right? It's over with. Somebody said, naysayer, slayer, third grade ass bars. I don't care what grade it is, my boy. The grade doesn't change the fact that we are all expressing ourselves regardless, point blank. Somebody says, I get more views than you. If you get more views than me, then get out of my live. Why are you watching me? I would never watch you. I don't know anybody that watches you. And because I am on live, I know I'm not finna take out time to go watch somebody else on live. I don't even have time. So if you get more views than me, then go get your views. Let me live my life. Because I would never come on your live and ask you for your attention. You just don't matter. You are irrelevant. It's no way that I'm finna go to another man and ask him for his relevance when he has none. It's crazy work. You know what I'm saying? You high as fuck. I get more views on my live. Well, then go to your live and go get your views. You want my attention. I don't want yours. That shit crazy. Somebody says you need to humble yourself. No, I don't. I'll sacrifice and take the consequences of not being humble. I'll deal with the consequences. So what? Somebody said you a buster. No, your daddy is a buster that busted a nut in your mama when she was a whore in the streets, and that's why you don't know your daddy. Don't be mad at me because your daddy was having sex with a random ass pass around who just happens to be your mama. That's your mama, not mine. When I says you are a liar and a false prophet, then why are you hanging around my live listening to my words? You wouldn't know if I was a liar if you wasn't trying to listen to my words. Stop trying to be a follower and nobody will mislead you. That's a fact. But I'm sure you didn't hear those words, even though you're trying to act like you listen. You don't listen. Because the first thing I'm gonna tell you is stop trying to follow somebody. That way they can't mislead you. That's just common sense. You're an idiot. Somebody says you're projecting. We're all projecting. That's what we do. We're projectors, my guy. Welcome to life. I said I own this live. If you own this live, then why are you speaking it? Why aren't you just being it? I don't understand why you so successful and you taking time out of your successful life to hate on somebody that is not successful. That is not even a habit of a successful person, bro. You don't have the habits that go with who you are trying to convince everybody you are, bro. And you wouldn't have to be trying to convince anybody if that's who you were. You would just be who you are, and that would be good enough. Somebody says, I'm out, bro. I hope you get help. That's because you are a coward. I don't need help. God is real. God didn't send me here needing help from anybody, but you don't have faith in God or his plan. God's plan is working perfectly. You would know that if you had faith in God, but you don't. So now you are afraid that God's plan needs some help. God's plan doesn't need help, bro. Somebody said, I'm God. That's great. Go be God so they can see God. Go do you. Somebody said, I actually agree with most of what you say. Just try not to be quick to anger. Family, I'm never angry. You're an idiot. You're a stupid person. If you think I'm angry, you don't have any emotional intelligence, and that's on you and your perception, not mine. I'm never going to bow down to try to get you to think or try to look at something in any particular way. That's not my job. I don't care. The way you look at reality is yours and yours alone. I do me, and I suffer my consequences regardless. You are not the reason I suffer my consequences. You have nothing to do with my relationship with my consequences, so I have no concern for you or your opinions. Somebody says, you are angry, chump. If I'm angry, glory be to God. God gave me the anger that I'm using. I am an alchemist. I use all energy. Doesn't matter if it's anger or not. Doesn't matter what human expression it is. They are all mine, and I use them free willing. Like I said, this nigga not God, family. I am who I am. I do what I do. If you have a problem with it, that's between you and whoever. Facts. I mean, they only trying to troll because they wish that they can knock me down. Like Floyd Mayweather, they want to see me lose, but they can't because they are lost. So they want to see me lose because they lost. And they can't see me lose because I can't lose because I already won. The game over. I exist in the Sabbath. I already exist in the seventh. Somebody said calling people names but saying you're not mad. You don't have to be mad to tell the truth. That's something that y'all have a relationship with. I don't believe in having to be mad to tell the truth, bro. I tell the truth regardless, bro. I call you a name because that name is indicative of the truth. If you are stupid, you are stupid. That word exists for people like you. You don't have to be mad to use the words. You just use the words that apply. And stupid applies to you. Has nothing to do with my emotional composition whatsoever. The word has a definition and it has a use. Like dumb. I say you are dumb. There's a reason why the word dumb exists. It has a definition, it has a use. It applies. You're dumb. Not because I'm mad, but because you're dumb. Has nothing to do with how I feel. Just is what it is. Somebody says, your opinion on someone isn't the truth that can be proven based off a sentence. Facts. That's why we don't care about what your opinion is. Exactly why we don't care. F for lame, I'm the flame. That's the reason why we not playing the game the same. I done switched my aim, I am up, and away, I'm out of here. Swear to God, 2026 is the 6th year that you still don't see it clear. 2020 is the vision you need. Swear to God, I'm unique. I am the unique voice, univision, universal indeed. They know it's me, G-O-D, and I am K-O-G, cause knockouts guaranteed in the spirit and in the streets. And I do it for all eternity. This is infinity. The internal inferno burning within. They already know I do this over and over again. They still lost in sin. That shit crazy. Swear to God, I'm G.O.D's baby. They can never play me. They can never play me. Answer with the dub. Swear, I'm really up. I'm really in. Somebody say, so you a rapper now? I've been a rapper. I'm wrapped in God's presence. God's presence is wrapped in human flesh. It's me. You ain't got to guess. It's something you can see. If you open your eyes, realize that it's truly me. I am the eye, the only eye that I could be. It's the only eye in the sky, the eye that we all used to see. Come on, man. Now it's G.O.D's eye inside. If you realized it, you know it's me. Because I realized can't make me lie quick, cause I don't lie with the snakes. I just tell the truth like a prophet, and I shake the jakes. I swear to God, I make the earth shake and stab a immortal through the heart with a stake and put his life at stake and see if he tell the truth still. They know it's me. I'm outside in Whoville, in Whoville, and Whoville. It's my feel. You feeling? You know it's me, and I'm the one revealing all the villains in the village with the villagers. Still learning how to live it up. I'm outside in the earth, outside in the sun, outside breathing the only one, Holy Trinity, one Kenobi. They mad cause they couldn't hold me. Couldn't hold me like a whore in the streets. They know it's me and I can never meet defeat because I use the feet to keep it on the neck of the snake, to Satan. These niggas know that it's me they hating because they still waiting and I ain't gotta wait. Cause Christ ain't never late. God ain't never late. Swear to God, I'm forever great. Made by the greatest, he don't make no mistakes. And you mistaked if you was thinking I'm, boy, better pay more. Better pay more. If not, then you better lay low. Somebody said, your hair, yes, it's Numbers chapter 6, verse 5. That's correct. But shout out to your carnal mind for blinding you to the spiritual truth. You can only see what your physical eyes can see, what your physical eyes showing you. You limited to your 5 physical sense perception. You a pass around, easy to deceive. You're a consumer. It's easy to sell you products. So with somebody said, this freestyle is definitely trash. It doesn't matter if it was trash or not. Just the fact that you would say that proves that you a whole ass nigga. Point blank period. The freestyle is trash. Nobody cares. It was a throwaway. It's free. It's a freestyle. It doesn't even matter. Just making it up, saying things off the top of the dome. Really doesn't matter at all whatsoever. But it gave you the opportunity to expose yourself, and you exposed yourself as a hater. That's all that really matters, is that we don't want people like you to hang around. We don't want people like you in our friend group. You just are, you the trash. If that's all it took for you to expose that you just was waiting on anything to hate on just so that you can be a hater. And now you have been identified as a hater, and you do what haters do. And haters do not promote the group. So you don't get to be in the group. When I say I'm not hating on you, family, as soon as you got the chance to express yourself, you expressed hate. Point blank, period. Doesn't matter who or what you're hating. You say, I like you, idiot. Doesn't matter if you like me or not. You're a hater. Haters love to hate, even though haters hate love. Haters hate love, but they love to hate. You're a hater. And you don't even admit to being a hater. That's how we know you are a degenerate liar. You're a compulsive liar. Nobody fucks with you in your own personal life, in real life. You don't have any healthy long-term relationships whatsoever. He says, I hate your rap. It doesn't matter what you hate. Only haters hate. If you hate something, you're doing what a hater does. A hater hates. So if you hate my rap, it's because you're a hater doing what a hater does. That's all. You're still a hater, nigga. We just don't rock with haters. We don't fuck with fuck niggas. It doesn't matter what you use your hate to hate on. Using your hate is what a hater does. You're a hater. You're a bitch, like your moms. We don't fuck with you. Keep your vagina in your motherfucking pants. Somebody said, that's you. Hate people who compliment you. Family, I don't hate anything at all. And you admitted to being a hater. I said I'm not a hater. You said that you hate. You admitted to being a hater. From your own point of view, your own perspective, your own words. You said, I hate you are a hater. That's you, boy. Now you're trying to justify it. Now you're trying to include somebody else. Oh, well, you're a hater. No, listen, stop, bro. All that matters is you. And when you had the opportunity to describe yourself, you described yourself as a hater. And it's the truth. You lame. And you hating on another man is crazy. Crazy work. Somebody said, I'm not a hater. All I said was be respectful, and you insulted my mama. I don't know you, so if you took my insults personally, you deserve it. You and your mama. Keep it. Y'all can have it. Somebody says, no, just telling you that rapping is not for you. Family, rapping is not for you. Your opinion is not for me. I don't care about you or your opinion. You're trying to justify your hate. That's what haters do. They're narcissistic, bro. You're a narcissistic hater trying to disguise your hate as constructive criticism. It's not. And we didn't ask you. We don't need you. We don't look up to you or have faith in you. We don't care about what your opinion is. We just know you have the opinion of a hater and you're narcissistic, so you're trying to disguise your hate as some type of love. We don't want your love. You are toxic. You are a troll. You are acidic. You want us to accept your toxic love. We won't. We don't. Just so weird. Somebody said, what was your major? God. Man, that's love. Shout out to RZA, said, I'm from New Orleans, but I be seeing you at the boxing matches in Houston. Man, that's love. I appreciate you, man. Keep supporting the culture, man. We definitely created this culture, the street boxing culture, opened up the door, opened up a lane. Facts, man. We gave our culture a different expression, a different outlet, because they was getting too gun heavy. They was getting too genocidal, you feel me? Trying to kill each other all the time for sure. Facts. So we gave them a different way, a different door to go through. Opened up a different portal. Somebody said, you speaking of God is blasphemy. Yeah, me speaking of God is Jesus Christ. John 10:33 is blasphemy. I am the messenger that blasts for me, because y'all try to shoot the messenger, so I blast. That's facts. I shoot. You try to shoot the messenger, I shoot first. That's facts. Old keys don't open new doors. You feel me? We went and got that Master key from Big God and opened up the heaven frequency. Feel me? That's that Luke 17:21. Facts. Luke 17:21 is love. It gotta be love, and it's gonna continue to be love as we marry Christ for the rest of our life. Merry Christmas, Merry Christ, the internal light. The central nervous system is the Christmas tree. That's the tree that's light up the lights. So, man, y'all get y'all central nervous system in order and keep your central nervous system regulated. Emotional intelligence. You know what I'm saying? What up, though, Chloe? We outside, we in the building, man. Just keeping our nervous system regulated in the face of all of the haters as we stand in our new identity, our true identity as God the Christ, the seventh chakra, the king on earth. Facts. The king in the kingdom, representing the kingdom on earth. Facts. Y'all know what it is. Marry Christ or be a ho, ho, ho for the rest of your life. Facts. Marry Christ or be a ho, ho, ho for the rest of your ho-ass life. Facts. Ho-ass ho. I said marry Christ. Wow, I love that. Yeah, it's Marry Christ Mass. Marry Christ to the masses. You know what I'm saying? Marry Christ to the masses so that the masses can be married to Christ as the bridegroom. You feel me? Marry life. Y'all know what it is. Marry Christ to the masses. Christ consciousness for the masses. This is mass Christ consciousness. Mass Christ consciousness. Philippians chapter 2, verse 5. We are the bride. We are the brides of Christ. Facts. And we're going to marry Christ for the rest of our life. Become one with Christ. To marry Christ means to be one with Christ. If you marry Christ, you become one with Christ. I am one with Christ. I and the Father are one. Marry Christ means to be Christ in your own life. Be Christ. Merry Christmas means be Christ in your own life. Be the light in your life. That's facts. Somebody says, I agree, but ain't Christian a pagan holiday? Not even Jesus' birthday. It's Christ's birthday, all right? It's pagan. Pagan don't mean good or bad or none of that. Don't let words fool you. Christ is born in the darkest time of your life. The darkest day of your life is the winter solstice. The winter solstice is December 25th, all right? Christ being born on the darkest, longest night, the darkest, longest, coldest night of your life. Christ is born in the darkest, coldest, longest night of your life, your winter solstice, your December 25th. That's when Christ is born. That's all. It's symbolic, all right? It's esoteric. It's occult. It is symbolic, all right? It's for you to realize it's about you, all right? Christ is born in your life in the darkest times of your life. Facts. If they got money like they hate, they would be rich. But then they hate the rich. That's why they don't get money like that. Facts. Shout out to the new year, man. Shout out to Project. Shout out to our journey to the summer solstice, man. It's time to get to that summer solstice, man. We survived the winter solstice. Time to get to the summer solstice. Here we go. Coronavirus. Shit getting real. Summer solstice every single year. That's facts. Christ is within you. Colossians 1:27 off real. You and I together always. Man, yeah, they still sleep on God, man. It's cool, though. When it's their time. But everybody in due time. All right? Everybody got to play the role that God put in. So, you know, you got to have children when it's time for children. You got to have adults when it's time for adults. You know what I'm saying? You got to have employees when it's time for employees. And you have to have employers when it's time for employers. You feel me? So, it is what it is. Somebody said, did you raise enough money for the fights? What you mean? I don't know what you're asking about in specific, but, I mean, we got fights coming up for sure. We putting together things. Yeah, we got a team being put together for sure. Man, 2026 is about to be 2026 is about to be an amazing platform, an amazing ground zero. Yeah, the Houston Rockets about to take off, so it's finna get astral. It's finna get astro. Facts. So y'all get ready. Astro World coming soon. Six Flags over Texas. You feel me? I'm the 7th. Y'all know what it is. Man, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Definitely shout out to Blessed and Joyful for the $100 in chat donations. Shout out to everybody for the Cash App donations in the background. For those moving in the private, I appreciate y'all. It's love. Appreciate y'all for donating to the cause, to the movement, to the message, to the ministry. We outside. We stand highly motivated, highly inspired. Man, y'all go put some love on Blessed and Joyful, man. I appreciate that. It's amazing. It's beautiful to have a community of like minds that don't mind letting the light shine for a lifetime. This is psychotherapy, therapy for your psychopath. All right, as you cycle the paths, finding the path, becoming the path, realizing that I am the path. That's correct. Yeah, man, it gotta be love, man. Each one, reach one. We gonna lift each other up. That upliftment is how you raise the children. Facts. Each one, reach one, lift each other up. When you uplift each other, that's how you raise each other. Raise the children within. All right, the child of God within each and every single one of us need that respiration, that inspiration when it met its expiration. Facts. Respiratory system. We need that. This guy's name is IAmKOGHOD. You can check me out on YouTube or wherever I put my my content. So yeah. Appreciate that love, man. Y'all subscribe, put some love on the live. We definitely outside. More content coming soon. You know what I'm saying? More punching coming soon. Just more confidence, more spirit, more energy, more presence coming soon. It's love, y'all. We're gonna be who we are. We are who we are, and it ain't nobody else we can be, man. So we proud to be who we are. I am who I am, and I am okay with that. Whoever ain't okay with who I am, that's between them and they perception. All right? So, you know, you got a problem with me, press charges. Facts. Somebody says, what if the devil wants to get me all the time? So what? Stay with God. The devil can't beat God. As long as you with God, you good. Stick with God. Stay with God. The devil cannot get you. God already won. So you don't got to worry about the devil plotting, scheming, none of that, because no matter what the devil plot or scheme, the devil cannot beat God. It's an eternal truth. Stick with God. Stay with God. Walk with God through the shadow of the valley of death. Have faith in God. Just keep your faith. That's all you need is faith in God, my boy. Then once you have faith in God, just go get God's words, live in God's words, preach God's words, teach God's words. Always use God's words. Always use God's presence. You don't got to worry about the devil. The devil hates the word of God, so keep the word of God on your tongue. When I says, what if the devil tells you to stay with God? The devil wouldn't tell you to stay with God because the devil wouldn't be able to reach you to tell you to stay with God. You already with God, stay with God. It's just something intelligent to do. All right? If you don't understand, you will figure it out the hard way. So it's up to you. Well, figure it out however you figure it out, my boy. Figure it out however you figure it out. And I appreciate y'all for coming into the Godcast, where we get you the God fast. This is not your ordinary podcast. This is definitely where we get you the God fast, but only if you have a heart that's strong enough. You know what I'm saying? Got a heart in that boy, strong enough to withstand that pressure that might bust your blood vessels on its way to squeeze those piezoelectric crystals in your pineal gland, your diamond mind, so that your diamond shines with crystal clear mental clarity. All right? Piezoelectric crystals. Psychic powers are mental powers, the powers of the soul. Get the etymology of the word psychology. You see for yourself. All right, so disclaimer, only God is real, the devil is not. So the devil couldn't tell you to stay with God. That would be God telling you to stay with God, and that is what God has always been telling you, and that's very intelligent. So remember that only God is real. Everything else is for entertainment purposes only. Entertainment and therapeutic purposes only. So do not get confused, but you do have free will, and that's on you. Do what you do, but watch my shoes, because I am a big stepper and I will step on you. You have been warned. And I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next episode of the God Cast. You feel me? Where we get you the God fast. Awaken the God within. It's love. Peace, co-guard. Co-guard and family. What up, though, Big L? Y'all know what it is, man. Shout out to the co-guards, the KO guards. Shout out to the co-creators. You know what I'm saying? The KO creators. Y'all know what it is when you see this belt. Whole lot of punching and a whole lot of love. So all I love to do is punch, spread the love of God. That's fact. Somebody says you actually gonna get amateur fights and go through regionals or just boxing on the streets. I don't know. Just pay attention. I'm gonna do a whole lot of whatever I want to do. I'm bigger than the amateurs. I'm bigger than the pros. I'll beat up every amateur that exists on the planet. I'll beat up all the pros, world champion. So it really, none of those things matter to me. I don't care. I just want to punch because I love punching, and I want to punch wherever I have the most fun punching at. Everything else is for entertainment and therapeutic purposes only. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't care about no amateurs or no pros. I'll beat up all the amateurs, beat up the amateur coaches, beat up the pros and the pro coaches too. And that's every day, to this day, any day. Tell them run it. Tell them line it up. They know where I'm at. They know who I am. They know what I'm on. I'm about that punching. I'm a punch regardless. So it's whatever on my end. But yeah, other than that, just enjoy the journey. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe and go along for the ride. Because we finna turn up. You know what I'm saying? But peace to the guards, man. ABCs to the guards. A, be God so they can see God. ABCs. I love y'all. See y'all on the next episode of the God Cast. God Therapy. Therapy for the God in you. For all of the human things that you put God through. That's facts. Man, shout out to 2026 being the fire horse, the year of the fire horse too, man. That horse that bring that truth. That fire is the truth, man, and that horse is the vessel. Y'all know what it is. Truth tellers, yeah, ABC, bro. A, be God so they can see God. Because they act like they don't know Christ. Christ is the C. Son, I see. Sonic frequencies. The ABCs of God. That's correct. These are the ABCs of God. A, be God so they can see God. Everybody that see you should see God too. You are the image of God. Facts. I'm going to leave y'all with that. Subscribe.